Karolina Protsenko is portrayed as a teenage violinist whose performances have drawn widespread attention across social media platforms and live street venues. Her story begins with a simple idea: a talented young musician using her instrument to connect with audiences in an emotional and memorable way. Through violin covers of popular songs, she became known for blending classical technique with modern music, creating a style that appeals to both traditional music lovers and younger online audiences. Her presence online is often described as magnetic, not only because of her musical ability but also due to her confident stage presence and expressive performances. From an early age, Karolina is depicted as someone deeply immersed in music. Growing up in a family with musical interests helped shape her artistic path, allowing her to explore instruments and performance styles naturally. Her ability to interpret well-known pop songs on the violin gave her a recognizable identity among online creators. Over time, her content began circulating widely, leading to millions of views across different platforms. What makes her story compelling is the combination of talent, opportunity, and digital exposure. Audiences are drawn to the idea of a young performer transforming everyday street performances into viral moments. This introduction to her journey sets the stage for a deeper look into her upbringing, rise, and global recognition. Early life and musical foundations. Karolina Protsenko is described as being born in Kyiv, Ukraine, in 2008, into a family that valued music and creative expression. Her early environment reportedly included constant exposure to instruments such as the guitar and piano, which helped nurture her interest in sound and rhythm. This musical background played a significant role in shaping her development as a violinist, giving her both encouragement and early informal training before formal education began. Her family later relocated to the United States, settling in California, where she continued her education and musical development. This move is often portrayed as a turning point, as it provided her access to structured music lessons and broader performance opportunities. Adjusting to a new country while continuing her artistic journey is presented as part of her resilience and adaptability. Within her household, music remained a shared activity. She is described as helping guide her younger siblings in learning instruments, reinforcing the idea that music was not just personal but also a family bond. These early experiences contributed to her discipline and creativity, allowing her to grow beyond casual playing into more refined performance skills. This foundation set the stage for her later achievements, combining natural interest with formal instruction and family support, all of which shaped her identity as a developing musician. Training, education, and artistic growth. As her story continues, Karolina's musical development becomes more structured through formal violin training. After settling in California, she is said to have begun lessons with a professional instructor, where she learned classical techniques and foundational repertoire. This stage is often highlighted as essential in transforming her from a naturally talented child into a disciplined performer capable of handling complex musical arrangements. Her training reportedly included participation in workshops and master classes, exposing her to different styles and interpretations of violin performance. These experiences broadened her musical perspective, allowing her to explore not only classical pieces but also modern adaptations of popular songs. The combination of traditional education and creative experimentation became a defining feature of her artistic identity. In addition to technical improvement, she developed performance confidence through live practice. Playing in front of small audiences and later larger crowds helped her refine stage presence and emotional expression. Her ability to connect with listeners became just as important as technical precision. This period of structured learning is often seen as the bridge between her early interest in music and her later viral success. It provided her with the tools needed to adapt modern songs into violin performances that could resonate with global audiences, setting the foundation for her rise as an online musical personality. Street performances and the start of recognition. Karolina's rise in visibility is often linked to her street performances, particularly in busy public areas such as Santa Monica's 3rd Street Promenade. These performances allowed her to share music directly with passers-by, creating spontaneous and emotional audience reactions. The open environment of street performance helped her develop confidence while also exposing her talent to diverse audiences. Observers were frequently impressed by her ability to perform advanced violin arrangements at a young age. Her interpretations of popular songs attracted crowds, who often stopped to watch for extended periods. Some even recorded her performances and shared them online, contributing to her growing recognition beyond physical locations. Street musician communities and fellow performers reportedly acknowledged her talent early on, sometimes referring to her as a standout young busker. This informal recognition played a role in boosting her visibility before she became widely known online. These early performances highlight an important stage in her journey, the transition from local performer to internet sensation. Without traditional industry promotion, her music spread organically through audience sharing. This grassroots exposure became a key factor in building her reputation as a rising violin talent with global potential. Online breakthrough and viral success. Her channel reportedly gained rapid traction, with certain videos accumulating millions of views. Songs like Shape of You, Dance Monkey, and other well-known hits became part of her growing repertoire. Each performance showcased not only technical skill but also emotional interpretation, which helped her stand out among other online musicians. Over time, she is said to have expanded her online presence across multiple channels, each focusing on different aspects of her music, including violin covers and vocal performances. This diversification helped broaden her audience and maintain engagement. Her digital success reflects a larger trend in which independent musicians build global audiences without traditional industry backing. In her case, the internet acted as the primary platform for recognition, allowing her performances to reach viewers across different countries and cultures. This stage of her journey marks the shift from local talent to internationally recognized online performer. Television appearances and public recognition. As her popularity grew, Karolina's story includes appearances on major television platforms, where she showcased her violin skills to wider audiences. One notable appearance is described on a popular talk show, where she performed a well-known song and shared her experiences as a young musician. These appearances helped transition her image from an online creator to a mainstream recognized performer. Television exposure often plays a significant role in expanding an artist's audience, and in her case, it introduced her to viewers who may not have encountered her online content. These performances reinforced her reputation as a talented young violinist, capable of captivating live audiences in professional studio environments. Another important milestone in her narrative is participation in a televised talent competition, where she collaborated with other young performers. These collaborations highlighted her adaptability and willingness to explore different musical dynamics. Working alongside vocalists and instrumentalists allowed her to expand her artistic range beyond solo performances. These public appearances contributed to her growing recognition, positioning her as a rising figure in contemporary instrumental music. They also reinforced the idea that her talent was not limited to social media, but could translate effectively to traditional entertainment platforms. Collaborations and artistic influences. Karolina's artistic development is often shaped by collaborations with other musicians. Working with instrumentalists and vocal performers allowed her to explore different musical styles and expand her creative expression. These partnerships contributed to her growth as a versatile performer, capable of adapting to various genres. She is described as being influenced by well-known violinists who blend classical performance with modern presentation styles. Exposure to such artists encouraged her to incorporate movement, expression, and stage creativity into her own performances. This influence is reflected in her evolving performance style, which combines technical skill with emotional storytelling. Collaborations also provided opportunities for live duet performances, where she shared the stage with singers and other instrumentalists. These experiences enhanced her ability to synchronize with other performers and adapt to dynamic musical environments. This phase of her journey highlights the importance of artistic exchange in developing musicianship. By working with others, she expanded her understanding of rhythm, harmony, and audience engagement, strengthening her identity as a modern violin performer. Social media growth and public image. A major aspect of Karolina's success is her strong presence on social media platforms. Her content reportedly reaches millions of viewers, with consistent engagement across videos and posts. This digital visibility has contributed significantly to her reputation as a global young musician. Her audience spans multiple countries, reflecting the universal appeal of instrumental music combined with familiar pop melodies. Social media allows her to maintain direct connection with fans, who follow her performances and updates regularly. In addition to music content, her online image emphasizes positivity, creativity, and youthful energy. This branding contributes to her appeal among younger audiences, who see her as both an inspiration and an accessible performer. Monetization through platforms such as video ads, sponsorships, and merchandise is often mentioned as part of her income sources. While estimates vary widely, her online success demonstrates how digital platforms can support independent artistic careers. Her growing presence highlights the shift in modern music careers, where social media plays a central role in visibility, audience building, and professional opportunities. The violin, craftsmanship, and musical identity. An interesting aspect of her story involves her use of high-quality violins, including references to classical instruments such as Stradivarius models. These instruments are historically known for their craftsmanship, sound quality, and rarity, often associated with elite classical musicians. Stradivarius violins, created by Antonio Stradivari, are admired for their unique tonal characteristics. Their design, materials, and construction techniques have been studied extensively, contributing to their legendary status in the music world. Musicians who play such instruments are often seen as highly skilled and dedicated to their craft. In Karolina's narrative, playing a prestigious instrument symbolizes artistic seriousness and professional growth. It reflects her transition from a street performer to a more established musician with access to high-quality equipment. The violin itself becomes more than an instrument. It represents discipline, tradition, and artistic identity. By combining modern music with classical instruments, she bridges two worlds, traditional craftsmanship and contemporary performance style, a continuing journey in modern music. Karolina Protsenko's story is ultimately presented as an ongoing journey rather than a finished achievement. From early family influences to street performances and viral success, her path reflects the evolving nature of music careers in the digital age. She represents a generation of young artists who build audiences through creativity, consistency, and online engagement. Her growth suggests continued exploration of new musical styles, collaborations, and performance opportunities. As she develops further, her identity as a violinist is likely to expand beyond covers into original compositions and larger artistic projects. What defines her journey most is adaptability. She moves between classical training, pop music reinterpretation, live performance, and digital content creation with ease. This flexibility is a key reason her story resonates with audiences worldwide. In the broader sense, her rise reflects how talent combined with digital platforms can reshape traditional paths in music. Whether performing on stage, online, or in collaboration with others, her journey continues to evolve, driven by music as a universal language connecting people across cultures and borders.